Good morning. It is Saturday. It's the 28th of December, and our reading is from Matthew 2 9 and 11. Now, after hearing the king, they went their way, and behold, the star which they had seen in the east was going on before them until it came and stood over the place where the child was. And after coming into the house, they saw the child with Mary his mother, and they fell to the ground and worshipped him. Then, offering their treasures, they presented him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Now, I know I may be repeating myself from other recordings, and I hate throwing cold water on myths, but in reality, the wise men, I think, probably saw the star at the time Jesus was born. And it took them 2 years to get to where he was in a house, no longer in a stable. And they came to worship him. They knew the prophecies. They knew they were looking for a king. And if you read the entire account, they came to Herod wanting to know where the king would be born, and he didn't know. And so he had to have those in his household read from the scriptures to find that hundreds of years before, God had said that the child was to be born in Bethlehem. And so one can assume that that's where they found him. And of course, Herod sent them on their way. Oh, I want to worship him too. And the fact is that all he wanted to do is kill him, and we hear the account of how he killed all the 2-year-old babies, but God sent Joseph and Mary on ahead to Egypt before that happened. And the reality is, sadly, there are people today who claim, we want to just worship Christ and teach about him, and at the same time what they want to do is kill the truth of Scripture. So we need to depend on the discernment of the Lord, and just as the wise men, we receive that discernment to tell us, these people may say they are following Jesus, but they're not. They're trying to kill the truth of the gospel. And so we need to avoid them. And when the Lord provides the opportunity, help others to recognize them for who they are as well. And like the wise men, we too need to be willing to do and spend whatever time, whatever resources to be able to worship the Lord with the gifts he's given us to serve him until he comes and takes us, so that we will hear, well done, good and faithful servant. So ask the Lord for not just wisdom, but discerning wisdom and the opportunities to share his truths with others. And I will see you again tomorrow.